At this point, we're to talk about single women keeping women single. No. At some point, we're going to talk about single women keeping women single. And at some point, friendships are about to end due to the other friend dating a good guy. And the other friend expects too much of him. It's like she expects him to come out with six figures, like buy her expensive things, Gucci and stuff like that. You know, it's like nothing is good enough for these modern women today. So we're to watch a friendship crumble into pieces. So let's get to it, y'all.
This video a multitude of times from different people wanting my opinion on it. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the conversation. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation.
My friend of 4 years just ended our friendship over a man.
I wonder why.
Story. So the way it works, anniversary, Christmas, my birthday, New Year's. So right around this time of the year, we're chatting a whole bunch. Girl, what you doing? Girl, what you doing? Da, 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 da. Y'all, so this year, no different. Hit her up. Let me set this up because I need my hands up. I'll tell you a story. This is literally what I said. Where did y'all go for y'all anniversary? And she goes, oh, we just went out to dinner. He got me flowers and some jewelry. And I was like, and she was like, don't start. And now I'm going to start. And we all need to start starting with our friends who are accepting like low effort shit from the men that they're with. Now let me preface this by saying
I'm gonna need you to preface.
What you mean low effort shit? Like, did you expect him to just give her an expensive jewelry, take her to these expensive road trips, field trips, take her to expensive restaurants? Now you're coming off as a gold digging whore. Because your ideology explains to me that you want her to date a rich man. This low effort stuff that you're talking about, it's enough to get any girl, any woman. Coffee dates, walk, go on the trips to the stores or whatever. Those small things enough to be a great start into a relationship. You don't need to buy expensive stuff all the time to satisfy a woman. And what saddens me about this whole thing is that her mind is probably thinking, why can't she just date a rich nigga? And I hate to break this to you, sweetie, but no rich nigga is gonna want a low IQ, brainless female that thinks like this. Come on now.
Because first of all, and this be the problem, okay? I'm not going to pause too long because I want to hear what she has to say, but this be the problem. Your friend is in a relationship. It seems like you're not, okay? Because you're talking about it's her birthday, this birthday, what they do for anniversary, then hang out with you. Like, it sounds like you are the friend who's always around, hanging out and stuff like that, like the single.
And based on the way she's talking, it seems like she wants him, but not her friend. It seems like she wants her friend to be miserable just like her. Always expecting things from a guy that you don't know. And then once you get that guy, you have a problem with it. The same reason why y'all want equality, you've been fighting for that for years. And as soon as y'all get it, you still complain. You still cried about it. Make it make sense.
Immediately off the bat. But two, they went to dinner for an anniversary. What was he supposed to do?
Right.
Like, I don't understand what's the big deal of people just going to dinner to celebrate their anniversary. There's some people who don't celebrate anniversaries at all and be together forever. So I definitely need to hear the preface because this is already starting the ball off of women keeping women single. Like, this is already the road that we're starting to drive down.
He's a man of means, okay? I sold this man his third property when I was in real estate.
Next problem again, okay? I'm trying not to pause.
You cannot be serious,
This is already
bruh.
the next problem. When you sell somebody a property, that means you know his taxes, his income, his personal business, his social security number. That's too close. That's too close for comfort. And I wish women would understand this. When you are in a relationship with a man, you leave your man and your man's business on the outskirts. Okay? Because you're going to find out the hard way what people do with said information. Because the information that she got from real estate is already what she's holding against this man for a date. That's too much tabs open in your brain about this girl man. That's too much.
I've seen this place. This man makes well into the mid to high six figures, okay? And you are the type of person that likes to travel because we bonded over that. We've traveled and taken trips together before.
Wait a minute. So it's because you're jealous of her dating a man that you sold the house to. All of a sudden, you claim that y'all bonded over trips. And it's because she's dating him, you have a problem with it. And you just said a nigga just made 6 figures. So he's well established in his financial stability. And then all of a sudden, you're coming over. Someone please explain to me, what am I looking at here? All I'm seeing is a jealous woman who is jealous of her best friend because her friend is dating a good guy and she's not. This is what single people do, y'all. They're single, bitter, and miserable. They don't want to see people happy. They don't want to see black women happy. They just want to see them be as miserable as they are. So they can go on social media and tweet and comment and say some stupid out-of-pocket things. Just for clout and attention. I've seen it too many times, bruh. It's all real. It's crazy. Her logic is broken me, bruh.
Minimal to me what he does for her every time. A birthday, flower, dinners, a gift. Anniversary, flowers, dinners, gift. Like, it's the same shit.
So what? So what? So what if he's doing the same thing over and over again? Like most couples do all the time. Even in marriage, they take the wives out. The wives take the husband out. They do things what couples do. It's the same task every year, every day. Even if they have kids, even if they start a family, that's what they do. What you want from him? It's like you expect this. Oh, you know what? Look, here's the thing. The same people that complain about what normal couples do are the same ones that go to the buffets every time and they see the same foods they be serving every year, every day, every month, every week. Sometimes they do some new things, but 95% of the time it's the same stuff. Chinese buffets, American buffets, it's the same stuff. It's the same thing. Her saying that her man is doing the XYZ, same thing every year, buy her flowers, taking her trips, birthdays, dinners. I'm sure she does the exact same thing for him. If she's dating, if she's in a relationship with him, why do you worry about that? Why do you care about it so much? And they wonder why black women are the lowest percentage of dating because of that mindset right there. Her saying this is the reason why no man wants to date her. I'm telling you, the truth writes itself, folks. I'm telling you.
Flowers, dinners, and a gift? I think those are the 3 cheat codes. Like, normally the 3 cheat codes is get them what they want to eat, okay? Because I know me as a woman, I love to eat. So food is usually, a no-brainer. Most women love flowers. Most women like gifts. I don't understand the problem. I'm not understanding the problem.
Yeah, I'm not either.
And I'm like, girl, you deserve better. There's over 70 luxury resorts.
Oh, here we come. Here it comes. And there it is right there, y'all. The part where she says, you deserve better. There are over 70,000 luxuries, this and that. So she's a gold digger. She's a gold digger. I mean, we don't need to hear her explain, but we're doing it anyway. She's already exposing herself of who she really is, bruh. She just told on herself. She a gold digger. A modern day feminist gold digger that expects 6 figures out of a nigga that you don't even know, that you barely even know. Take her out on expensive trips, restaurants, buying her luxury hotels, houses, outfits, and literally XYZ. She's just told on herself. And that explains it right there. That explains it. It's why her jealousy is at an all-time level. Her jealousy is over 9,000 to the point where she needs to stay single in about 100 years. Like, good grief. She just told on herself. That's what it is.
He just took you to 1 a year. It would take y'all a lifetime. Literally. You should not just be at home all the time when y'all doing big celebrations like this. Like, I feel like you're just accepting, yo. And this is what pisses me off so much about it, is that whenever she's talking about him and stuff that he does, it's always spectacular. But when she talks about stuff that he does for her, like, yes, it's nice, but it's not spectacular in comparison.
So basically, you want him to just do everything XYZ and her not do a daggone thing because she's a woman. A woman is not supposed to just sit around and do anything. That's not how life works. If 2 parties are in a committed relationship doing things XYZ as a freaking team, then that's what couples do. So what you're saying is that her telling you all the good things that he's done for her, it's not good enough for you. It sounds like you're the one with the problem. It sounds like you're just jealous and miserable because you wish you had a nigga like him. You wish you have the type of man that your best friend is dating. It's no wonder why y'all's friendship ended because of you. You broke it up. You ruined the friendship because of your jealousy. The proof is in the pudding.
You.
I was hoping that she was going to say something a little stronger when she said that, you know, she wanted to explain why it pisses her off, why it annoys her, whatever. I was really willing to hear this out. Genuinely. With open arms. Willing to hear. But to me, it just sounds like either you feel like she don't know what to do with the man, and if you had said man, you would be making him digging in pockets for you, or you are, I hate to say it, I could be wrong, but it kind of gives off jealous of the fact that the woman is, you know, out here in a relationship and is in proximity to all of these things that you are not. And also that you want to be spending the time with her that she be spending with her man, and you feel some type of way about it. Because I don't understand why your concern of your friend accepting a bare minimum, whatever the case is bothering you to this extent.
Exactly.
Not only that she had to tell you don't start, but also that you had to come to the internet and tell us about it. People that don't even know y'all.
He's with you. You're integrated into his life. Yeah, he may say he loves you, but he does not like you. Okay.
And how do you know that?
I need her to understand that this man loves her, but he does not like her.
How do you know that he doesn't like her? Were you there? Are you dating them? Are you married to them? If not, then shut up.
Well, because mind you, they just celebrated their 4-year anniversary, and they're not married. They're not even engaged. Okay?
So what?
And this man is a multi-business owner.
I'm tired of it.
Bruh, this chick is pissing me off, Mo. Like, I swear to God. They've been together for They've been together for 4 years, right? At least he found a woman that appreciates him. He's working. He's doing okay with himself. He's financially stable. He's taking care of her. She's taking care of him. If they both love each other, so what the hell is the issue then? I'm sorry if I'm swearing in this video, but it's videos like this and clips like that alone to date women like this. If she's that jealous, why does she need to just come to the internet and make a video knowing that she's gonna get tons of backlash from it? You're jealous because they're in a 4-year relationship, their 4th anniversary. At least your best friend is more appreciative of him than you'll ever be. I can only imagine in about 5 or 10 years when a guy approaches you, you're gonna probably reject him because he's not a 6-figure guy. Not every man has to be a 6-figure person if they're working in a minimum wage job and they're providing for themselves, their friends, their family, and they're taking care of, their people. Any woman will date a man that is doing that. Because you see, unlike you, since you live in this delusional bubble of wanting a 6-figure nigga, guess what? He ain't gonna want you either, sis. That's the reality of it.
Okay, so what? So what they're not married? So what?
That's what I'm saying.
If this man has so much money, I could understand why he has a very extensive vetting process. Okay, he got to make sure. I could understand why the stuff that she does for him is extravagant and he don't have to do too much because she already know what he's bringing to the table. She already know that he's a man of means who can provide. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Especially in this era of women standing there telling me, give me all you got. Like, I completely understand, his side of things. I don't think there's anything wrong with the wading in the water, him, taking a step back to see, what she's bringing. There's nothing wrong. Why are you rushing it? Why you want her to get married to this man?
Exactly.
You just said that, she's not getting, good treatment. He love her, but he don't like her and all these things. Now you mad that they're not married. That don't make no sense.
At all.
That don't make no sense. So what? If they're dating for 4 years, who cares? It don't say maybe in a picture, they ain't living together. Sometimes that's the time it take. Sometimes that's the time it take to even weed out friends who shouldn't be in the circle.
Yeah.
Decision maker. He doesn't linger on making decisions. So that doesn't stop at 5 p.m. Like, he does the same thing in his personal life. So if he hasn't made that decision in 4 years.
What? I swear to God, this moment's about to make me crash out. Like, nigga, who are you to make the decisions of what he should do? Who are you to tell him to put a ring on it, huh? Like, are you that desperate to want your friend have a ring in her finger just so you can rush the relationship? Number one, you're not in a relationship. You're not in a relationship. Why do you care what it does in his personal life? Why aren't you worried about your personal life? Is what I'm trying to figure out, ma'am. It's like, why are you policing their relationship? Well, you're not even focusing on your own life. What is going on in these mindsets, bruh?
Anyway, for his birthday, because his birthday is in March, he went to some big baseball thing over in Vegas and stayed at the Ritz-Carlton and went to some big-ass Michelin star restaurant. All this in the third. And then whenever he is with his friends or they go out of town and he does it big. But when her birthday rolls around, their anniversary rolls around, and all you got was some flowers and...
So what? So what? No. I want to know, what do you bring to the table? Since you're on social media bragging about losing your friendship over a man because of you, what do you bring to the table? Do you cook, clean? Do you know how to have sex? Do you know how to make a man be happy? Do you know how to satisfy a nigga? How much money are you making? You see how I'm able to reverse all of that psychology around you? Since you're expecting a rich man, a man that makes 6 figures to do X, Y, Z, all of this and that. He's taking care of your best friend because he knows your best friend is a good woman. She treats him good. She makes him happy. She brings everything to the table. She knows what he brings to the table. But what do you bring to the table besides jealousy? That's all you is, just you're jealous. It's written all over your forehead. Jealousy.
Girl, it upsets me so much, and I try to get her to understand. Listen, at this point, a comfort to him. You are comfortable, you're convenient, you're controllable, it's accessible. We're not talking about somebody that makes $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, y'all.
Kind of like what you're doing now.
I just say this again. You know way too much about this man. You know too much about him.
It seems like she wants him.
You shouldn't know anything, and I'm sure he regrets the day that he chose you as a real estate agent. You know too much of this man's personal business, and that's what you're holding all up against him. Obviously, you follow this man on social media. Why are you watching his stuff so closely to find out where he go, who he doing what with? You're not even in his inner circle. You're not his friend.
Exactly.
You're her friend. Like, this is you're too integrated into the situation. If she like it as her friend, you should love it. You shouldn't see no problem. So, because what you're saying is that if he was dropping bags on her, and maybe you were also somehow benefiting, you wouldn't have a problem with the situation. But because it's not good enough for your standards, you are in this kind of rift in her relationship when she didn't even have none. She must be fine. I'm sure she has the ability to ask this man to take her somewhere if she wants to. She fine. A lot of times, men, when they're dating women too, especially men that have a lot of finances, and even men that don't, there is a vetting process that men also do. I know women act like that. It's only women who do that. Men also do that. They have to sit down, wait, see, watch how you move in precarious situations. Watch how you act when you get upset. Watch how you act when he tell you no. See the fact that you are willing to give even more than you are willing to receive. Sometimes those are great qualities. And sometimes when men see that, they say, okay, yeah, this is somebody ain't nothing wrong with that.
At all.
If that was your brother, your friend, your whoever, you would want to protect him as well.
But she ain't doing it now.
Who can 10x that damn near. So the money's there, okay? And he's generous to her and he treats her well, but he doesn't treat her as well as he should based on his station.
What makes you think that just because he treats her well, it's not good enough based on your expectations? I'm starting to think that chicks like this want their man. They're talking. They're talking as if they want them. You're jealous because they're in a happy relationship. And you're just a miserable old hag who has nothing going on with herself. Just come on social media and cry about your friendships ending because of how you destroyed it, because of your jealousy. Are we not going to just sit here and talk about that?
And I want her to be with someone who is literally obsessed with her.
Exactly. So you don't like her current partner because he is very financially successful in his life. He's taking her out on trips and everything. Their birthdays, anniversaries. Isn't that good enough? So you want her to be with a nigga that is No. You want her to be with a nigga that is overly obsessive over her. That doesn't make any sense. It is falling all over the place, bro. I can't even comprehend of what she just said. Like, I'm trying my best to understand how she's feeling, but at some point, when they're saying some stupid stuff out of their mouth, you're gonna have to criticize that person, bruh. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, how are you that miserable to end your friendship because of a good man that she's in a relationship with? What? You want her to be with a person that is obsessed with her. What's wrong with the man that she's dating? Like, help me understand that.
Her birthday rolls around. He's sending her to some super 5-star luxury resort. It's your birthday. It's your day. I want to celebrate.
Here we see. She just told on herself. She wants chips and stuff for her birthdays, but doesn't want her to stay at home to celebrate the anniversaries and birthday dinners and stuff. I hate to break this to you, sweetie, but not every person wants to go out on a birthday to expensive trips and stuff. What if they want to stay home and celebrate having birthday dinners, their anniversaries? You know, if you want to take them out on expensive trips, why not just go to Atlantic City? You don't need to go to some 5-star hotel or expensive Trump Tower or somewhere that costs over $100,000. Who wants to go on an expensive trip on a birthday? So who are you to tell her what she can and can't do? Who are you to tell her what man that she needs to be with? If her birthday comes up, he'll take her out to places that he's been to with his friends. She's basically just told on herself in the video. It's disgusting.
Because obviously he's not going to send her to no resort by herself.
Right.
But you feel like with his pockets, she should be benefiting, and by proximity, so should you. Now we get into the nitty gritty. That's why you so bent up in arms, because you like, girl, our birthdays are so close together, we should be celebrating close together. We should both be going to this resort on his dime because he got the money.
Exactly. Doesn't work like that.
This is the most extensive point of pocket watching I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ever.
I'll take you to dinner and give you a dozen roses. Bitch, if you give me some flowers, it better fill the room. If you are with these types of men for years and years and years and there's no movement happening, or he's not going as big for you as he does for himself on a consistent basis, one of three things are happening. He has not met the woman that he wants to be with yet, or he has met her and she's not available and he's just trying to hold on because she's not married. So as long as he's not married and she's not married, there's still a chance. Or he knows exactly who he wants to be.
And that woman he's chosen, he chose her because she brings happiness in his life. You saying that the reason why he hasn't made any movements is because, one, he hasn't met a woman yet and all that BS. Sounds like you want him to be with you. That's exactly what it sounds like. This is so damn stupid, bro. I can't believe that you're that jealous of your best friend because you want her to be with a guy that makes 6 figures, that does everything, take you out on trips and stuff. That's the reason why y'all bonded over trips. You see, I can tell she's a feminist. When a feminist talks and acts like this, that means that they're miserable and single.
That he's not ready either mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally to step to her just yet, because when he does, he knows that he's gonna go full throttle.
All of these things that she used to describe the way that this man is thinking is all saying that her homegirl is not enough. And I don't know what the homegirl look like. I don't know the homegirl or whatever. But sometimes you have women who will make it seem like their friends are not good enough for certain types of men, or that they're getting less than they deserve. And sometimes that's your own judgment, because maybe that's not what this man thinking at all. You don't know his plans because you don't know him closely, because you don't know him, because that's not your friend.
Right.
She's your friend. And obviously, you're not the kind of friend that if he even had any plans, that you'd be the first person that he called. Because maybe he already peeped from a long time ago the way that you move. in the way that you are too keen on him. He gave you one opportunity to make money off of business when in real estate with him, and you took that and ran with it. You've been using that against him since the business deal, since the ink was still wet on the paper. So imagine that. Imagine if you knew anything. You would be like, oh, girl, we went ring shopping, and he did not do it in your style. I told him to just leave you. Like, that's the kind of energy that you're giving. And this is what I want women to understand, is that if it makes sense to you, it don't have to make sense to nobody else. It don't have to make sense to the other people in your circle. Because when you are in a marriage, it's just going to be you and said man. All these other people going to be additives. I know a lot of women don't like to think that, oh, you never give up on your friends, and your friends supposed to come first. Girls come first before bros and all this kind. I understand all of that. But when the going gets tough, it's going to be you and your husband.
Yeah.
As it should be. Rightfully so. And a lot of these women going to still be standing there with all that mouth, with nobody else to the side of them.
Mm-hmm.
And interestingly enough, sometimes these women are the ones who go get into relationships and be accepting way less than what they say their friends should accept.
Yeah.
Just because they get the opportunity to be in said relationship. If this woman, and this is just my opinion, I don't know this woman personally, whenever these TikTok videos come up with commentary, I just kind of look at it like a TV show and just give my opinion, right? And my feedback. Just take the person out of it. Take who she is as a person out of it, right? But women like this, in my opinion, if they had the opportunity to be with that same exact man that their friend was with, they'd be with him. They would. They just don't want the friend with him because, again, she feel like the friend don't know what to do with him.
So while he's with you, he's preparing himself for her. This woman called me everything but a child of God. And I understand where she's coming from. I understand why she's offended. I understand my battery's low. I understand why she's upset. And I understand why she doesn't want me to speak to her again. But she needs to understand why I'm trying to advocate.
First of all, you don't advocate for nobody. What you need to be doing is advocate for your mental health and your mindset. That's what you need to be doing. And how you're talking, your logic is not making any freaking sense. There's a reason why she don't even want to talk to you, or she's not ready to talk to you because of what you did. It seems like you're the one that is trying to meddle in their relationship because you want him to do what other niggas are doing. Do you honestly think that that's how a relationship's supposed to work? All you is a gold digger. You failed.
Yeah, so she cut you off. I think she did the right thing. And I'm going to be honest. I think she did the right thing for a couple of reasons. I think she did the right thing because you too nosy.
Yeah.
Way too inquisitive. Way too enough. Like, you all up in the stuff. You all up in the business. All up in his finances. How much he make per year. How much his checks are. All of that. What he do with his friends. What he do for him. You're way too invested.
Yeah.
That's too much. Like, if that's your homegirl, that should be, he should just be an extension. Oh, girl, hey, girl, what's going on, girl? Oh, what's going on with you? Oh, nothing, girl. My man just went out with his friends. Okay, girl, what we gonna get to eat? Like, it should not be such a heavy thing where you're like, you should never take this, and I can't believe, and how dare he go here, there, and everywhere. That's too much investment. I have my own take on it because, I've had a lot of different friendships and conversations with women where, there's so many women who they don't like the person that they because she mentioned something about travel. And there's women who have a friend group of girls that they travel with, girls who they party with, girls who, they can call at the drop of the dime and they're going to be there and roll with them. And when those women are single and they don't have the opportunity to call you and influence your mind or influence your thinking or influence what you're doing, and they know that you are in a relationship with a man who does have influence over you now, they have a problem with that because they no longer have control over having somebody follow them around and do what they want to do. And that's all this seems to be screaming to me.
Yeah.
I don't really think there's a big issue with the man. If the friend don't want to be married right now, she wouldn't have no issue. I don't think it's really anything that has to do with the man. I think it has to do with the lack of control and because it's not you in the seat.
Yeah.
Because based off of the man being able to vacation or going on vacation himself, you really mad at your homegirl for not pestering him or knowing how to have certain conversations to get her overseas again where you could benefit. That's what I believe. And something that's kind of adjacent to this conversation is you have even some women who get mad that their friends are dating certain types of men and those men aren't attracted to them. Let's talk about it. Since we're here, let's talk about it. You have some women who are mad that they don't even have the intrigue of their friend's man because of said resources. Like, they always want to be the plus one. They want to make sure that they're close-knit enough that anytime that money is trickling somewhere, they are in proximity to receive it. She did the exchange, the real estate, whatever exchange for him, that wasn't in her.
Mm-hmm.
She still wants more.
Yeah.
She want to go on a trip. She wants him to send a girlfriend on a trip and she get to go by proximity because that's her best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Because they all should be celebrating around the same time because of anniversary, birthdays, this, that, and the third. That's my opinion. I understand why.
I would be honest with you. If I dated a girl who had a best friend just like this, I would have just ran. I would have kept running because friends like that are a reason that most relationships are destroyed because they want what the other friend is having. That's what it is. She bought that man a house. It wasn't enough. She wants what they're having. Trips, birthday anniversaries, and let's not forget that she wants him. That's what it is. I see it. And I see why her friend ended that relationship because of it. Because when you lack accountability, there's your proof right there. Women like her don't care if they do any wrong or harmful doings to their own bestie. And you know what they say sometimes to be your own people? Yeah, but also it be your own friends. And she's one of them.
And I don't think that this friend has learned her lesson of, meddling. And how you don't meddle in between a relationship. You don't do that. If there's a man and a woman together, you don't get in between and start meddling. Because you either gonna get kicked out the circle, like what happened, or the two of them gonna have a conversation and she gonna say, yeah, my homegirl told me yada yada yada. Then the two of them gonna make up and you still gonna get kicked out the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Her friend got so offended that she cursed her out. Curse her out, block, delete. We're not
Good,
friends
I'm
anymore.
glad she did that.
All because you couldn't keep your opinion to yourself. Now,
Facts.
if it's an opinion of somebody who's in a relationship that's harmful to them, completely different. Completely different conversation. But having this conversation based off of him not spending enough, because it's not like he didn't get her nothing for her birthday, he didn't do nothing for her anniversary, but because you feel like he didn't do enough, is crazy. Too much. So because they can't pester a man for themselves, they gotta go pester their friend man and try to ruin that relationship.
Yeah, shout out to Ribley TV for this awesome video because I feel like we learned so much from the jealous, bitter ex-friend who not only wants to meddle in your life, but wants to destroy it. She may have gotten this man a house, but at the same time, he's already financial. At the same time, he already got what he wanted. A house, a woman that he's with, a woman that loves him, appreciates him. She lets him be him. But you, on the other hand, you want him to do what other men are doing. You can't just expect XYZ from a guy that you don't know. He ain't your friend. He is not your man. Your best friend is dating him, a good guy that is a provider, but it's also a good man that treats her well, and she treats him well. And like she said, we don't know what she looks like. We don't see her in the videos, but it's only her that is so bitter and alone and miserable because you want him to just take her on these expensive trips and stuff. You don't know them. You don't know them nothing about his life or her life. Just because y'all bonded over trips, that doesn't mean that you want him to take her on expensive trips all the time. And I truly don't think you really don't understand how life works, how relationships work. And until you have a man in your life, keep your opinions to yourself and keep your mouth shut, or better yet, shut up and don't say a word. Because by your logic, you're coming off as a gold digger. You're coming off as a woman who is so entitled to what she demands from a guy, but don't want to bring nothing in return. So it seems like you bring nothing to the table but drama and misery. That's what you bring, drama and misery. And I see why your friend cut you off completely, and rightfully so. You did it all to yourself. You brought this upon yourself, sweetie. And until life, you need to work on you. You need to work on your own self. Look yourself in the mirror and understand your flaws, which I highly doubt you do. Because if I had a woman in my life that does the crap that you do, I would not be in a relationship. It's crazy. So, once again, shout out to Bubbly TV for making this banger content. If you enjoy what I have to say or what she has to say, please feel free to comment down below. If y'all want to check out the original clip, the link will be in the description.